Good morning, everyone. I am Facebook Living right now from Saratoga Springs, New York. And I'm going to give this a few minutes for people to hop on. But I want to say a special prayer this morning for the school. I just read on Facebook Live about the school shooting in Maryland. So I'm going to say a special prayer right now. So let's all pray for the victims and the families. It's very, very unfortunate that this is happening in our country. But let me just want to let's wait. Oh, good. Patricia's on, Robert's on, DC Coop, Michael, welcome. David, good morning to you. Brian, good morning. Ryan is on. Good morning, everybody. And it's the first day of spring. So it's 21 degrees here in Saratoga. When I woke up this morning, it was about 15. And I'm on about 6 hours of sleep. Yeah, I've been very, very busy. So, well, actually was on a live webinar last night. So that didn't end until 11 p.m. So it's a blessing that I can wake up at the same time, with less sleep and still feel vibrant. Okay, so let me just say a special prayer this morning that God is our refuge and strength, always ready to help us in trouble times. I'm already welling up because what I'm about to share here. Thanks, girlfriend. Okay, so what I'm about to share here is a story of how I came from the depths of despair to freedom and liberation. Some of my close friends know what had happened to me. 8 years, actually, it's more than 8 years ago, probably I would say 18. But let me just backtrack a little bit because I don't want to bore you. I want to keep this video moving, go right to the point, and tell you what my goal is. So my goal here is to inspire, motivate, educate, and inform you about what can happen to a person when, especially women today, who are victims of domestic violence. This is not easy. Good morning, Loretta. Hey, good morning. Oh, this is not easy for me. I'm already cracking, but let's just get to the point. Okay, so in December, I was living in New York City in New York City. Um, in 1988, I had moved from Minnesota, where I was born and raised. Okay, was raised Greek Orthodox Christian, and when I was 21 years old, no problem, Loretta. No, I'm fine. So, so when I was 21, I felt that I needed a change. So I moved to New York in 1986, I believe, and this was in the middle of a snowstorm, a blizzard in Minneapolis. But I still took that leap of faith and moved to New York. And I was working in my uncle's diner in Massapequa, New York. I was going to school at Nassau Community College. Wow, a lot of likes and loves. This is great. Okay, so boy, this makes me smile. So, okay, so I was, working, going to school, and I think it was in about 1989. I met a man who I thought was going to be the love of my life forever and ever. At that time, in the church I was going to, the Greek Orthodox Church in Hempstead, Long Island, we had a very strong youth group. Oh, wow, I'm an activist too, Tina. So, I'm reaching that point right now. So, got married, living in New York City, working in advertising, sales, working in my now ex-husband's, I don't know if his business is still there, but working in the advertising world in the New York City and 5 boroughs. So, and people said to us, wow, this is the perfect Hollywood couple, right? Well, wrong. Because what you see on the outside doesn't really mean that things are hunky dory. So in December of 1999, unfortunately, this is what happened to me. As the years went on, I had decided to venture out in corporate America and work for other companies because I felt at that time that working together was not working, arguing and fighting every day, which is not healthy for a marriage. Okay, so I decided to seek outside sales employment. So I have a very strong background in direct sales, in telecommunications and energy, and health and wellness and advertising, which is my niche. So in December, so as time went on, jealousy, arrogance, and abuse started to happen. And in December of 1999, an argument ensued at 11 p.m. in my home at that time, which was in the outskirts of Rhinebeck, New York, where we moved in 1988. And I was punched in the face. I was thrown against the wall. Hi, Evelyn. Hi, Gail. Hi, Stephen. I was thrown against the wall, and I fell flat on the ground. And at that time, bleeding all over the place. I have to get that out there. Okay, so bleeding all over the place. Okay. My face was bruised. I mean, I didn't look like the same person. It was really, really bad. So at that time, that was the wake up. Well, not really a wake up call, but I was in the emergency room in Northern Dutchess Hospital. Doctors put IV on me. And, at that time, God was up there looking out for me. Okay. I could have died that night, and what happened, I survived. I ended up having, reconstructive nose surgery a few days later, but it was a very horrible period. So guess what happened after that? I endured another 9 years. Okay. Being so young in my 30s, I wasn't, ready to take that leap of faith. I was scared, nervous. I was afraid of retaliation. So for the next 9 years, I endured more abuse, emotional abuse, which I feel is actually worse than physical assault. So, so hi, Sandra. Hi, everybody. Hi, Evelyn, Gail, everyone. Okay, so let me just go on. Let me just get to the point. Hi, John. Good morning. So please comment below where you're from. Okay, give a quick hello. And while I just keep going here. So 9 years later, this is what happened. I woke up on May 11th, 2010, and I decided to file for divorce. And this was a major, major, major step for me, okay, because I was afraid, I had found out before I filed for divorce that monies were stolen from my bank account, okay? I had no access to monies whatsoever. Balance transfer checks were written against, my account, so he could buy mutual funds. So I was I was dead broke. I was broke, $40,000 in debt, basically had no money in my bank account, and I filed for divorce. And at that same time, around that time, I had a very good lawyer. So I had a lot of support from, my close friends at the time. So during that period, I sought refuge, and the day I filed for divorce was the day I drove up to Saratoga Springs from Rhinebeck. And that was a big move. I decided to stay for the weekend because I just wanted to explore this area since I've been, since I had traveled up here before. So I made up my mind at that time that this was the place I wanted to be. And I knew that was not going to happen overnight. Okay, so it was going to take work, a lot of work. And going through a divorce, I could tell you, hi, Raul from Amsterdam, New York. Welcome. Okay, so I knew at that time that, it was going to be hard. I mean, and at that time, I had joined a health and wellness company because I've always had a passion for health and fitness. So, and helping others, teaching others to do the same. So, my very dear friend, her name is Connie Constantine. I'm not sure whether she's on here, but hopefully she will be on. She introduced me to, this business, which has really changed, which had changed my life at the time, and I was out there on social media, meeting people. I did keep a low profile for a while. In fact, I went MIA for a little bit. I wasn't really, promoting anything because of my divorce proceedings and everything. So things began to turn, but not without a battle. So, so I invested some money into this health and wellness company, and it proved to be very, very fruitful, because God has a plan for all of us. He's working on it. You just may not realize it at the time. So what you need to do is just change your mindset a little bit, and just say, you know what, I'm going to make this work no matter what. Okay, you will make this work. You may have to jump through, hurdles and everything, and and that's it. I'm just gonna stop saying, That's called nerves. Okay, so going through the divorce proceedings at the same time, building up my business and building up my network proved to be very, very fruitful. This health and fitness company changed my life. I mean, I was really working on myself, and although I was not going to church at the time, I've always had a belief in God. Okay. Always had faith that, good things happen to people, who believe in God, people who are God fearing. So that's me. Okay. So this health and wellness business ignited my passion to help others live better lives. And then about 5 years later, I think what I stumbled upon a post that I had read on Facebook from a dear friend of mine. Hopefully she's on, Barbara Hodge. Christina, I can see you. Good morning. I don't see your mom here though, but that's okay. So I was reading a post on Facebook about this. Her name is Barbara, and about how Thrive had changed her life. And I had noticed, as we age, especially women, things start to change. Okay, so the nutritional products that were working for me in the past had not been working. So what happened was, I realized that, I wasn't open to it in the beginning, but then I realized later on that I needed to do something and make another change. Okay, so I left. So after 6 years, I left my health and wellness company to move on to Thriving. And Thriving has really, really changed my life. And by the way, that happened in December of 2016. And this happened during the time when my mom was diagnosed with stomach cancer. So you talk about, what I've gone through in my life. Okay, you're going to have ups and downs, battles. Some people complain, about their lives, being not so great. Well, I can tell you this. 7 years ago, I was in huge debt and maxed out my credit cards, and I still made an investment in myself. Okay, that's very important. Make an investment in yourself. Don't be afraid to take that leap of faith. Okay, I know that takes work, but that's something that I believe that you all need to do for yourselves, because if I can do it, you can do it. If you have $27 left in your bank account, you pursue your passion and dreams. Don't let anybody, say to you, oh, you can't do this, especially relatives, family members, even your own parents at the time. They will try and talk you out of it. They will try and talk you out of your passion and dream, and don't let it happen. Okay? You just do it. You can turn your life around. It just takes some work, and it just takes some digging deep within yourself. Okay, Tina? Yes, I know your niece Heather thrives. Congratulations. It's great. I love this company. So getting back to Thrive has really, really changed my life. It's given me my happy back. It's giving me the energy and stamina to, go through a power pack day. Example, last night being on a live webinar at 10 p.m., it was delayed 1 hour because of a thunderstorm that happened in Orlando. So I didn't go to bed. I stayed up. And actually, I woke up this morning very refreshed. And, this month for me is like a rebirth for a lot of reasons. Okay. So, it's given me my happy back. It's giving me my belief in God grow stronger every day. In fact, I've been going to Redeeming Love Gospel Church in Troy, New York. As you know, every Sunday morning I post that I look forward to worship in the house of the Lord, and that is the church I go to on Woodward Avenue in Troy, New York. So that has truly, truly changed my life. Guillermo, good morning. Good morning. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining us. So, it has really, really changed my life, and my faith in God grows stronger. And without Thrive, I probably wouldn't be going to church. But, a very close friend of mine with whom I used to work with for another company encouraged me to come to church a year and a half ago. And I bless him for that every day. So that is something that I, am truly grateful for. And now they are my family. Okay. So going from a Greek Orthodox church to a Bible church, honestly, that takes courage. Okay. But I did it. And I'm doing this for myself. And, you need to be happy. You need to be happy and to be comfortable. Okay. So, that's it. That's all I want to say. So I just want to, close this out and just say that what I'm going to be working now on is my true passion called Let's Break the Silence. So this video will be shared on my Let's Break the Silence fan page. So if you haven't gone to that page yet, please go and like the page, and I can post the link when I finish with this video. So I will do that. And please, if you find this video inspiring, please share my story on your Facebook page or any other page. But, new beginnings for me. Hi, Patricia. Yes, Fair Lawn, New Jersey. I hope you're not going to get pounded with the snowstorm because I heard you're going to get another nor'easter. So anyhow, yeah, so just please feel free to share my story on your page, because it probably will inspire a friend of yours who went through the same thing as I did, okay? And also, it takes courage for me to do a Facebook Live video. I can take selfies of myself, or take pictures and post on Facebook. But doing a Facebook Live video, that's another thing. That takes courage too. So I wish you all a great day. Happy Tuesday. Happy first day of spring. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I wish you all a wonderful and blessed day. Take care, guys. Bye. Love you.